Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina would appear to be a far cry from the classics, but Chaucer would be very proud of the fight that his Chanticleers will bring to the teal. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, a crew looking to make a statement. Taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. They're just about ready to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense takes the field for the first time today. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
Gives it to the back on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Chanticleers moving quickly to the line. On third down, going up top. Got room at the 35. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
The Chanticleers are on the move.
Another Chanticleer.
Power football with the run. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They try to pop a run on the draw. Hard running there.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down at 2nd and 9. Now he's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's another Chanticleer.
Out of the gun. The running back has it. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And the Chanticleers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll try to pound their way in. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't move it a millimeter on that last play, and now they'll try it again on 3rd and goal from the 1. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Chanticleer.
The offense goes as he does, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at quarterback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They get to him as he throws. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's Witherspoon. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Really good run there on third down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. From that spot on the field, this is the area that we expert commentators call no man's land. So the call makes sense.
You have to go for it. You're in a situation where you're in field goal range for maybe elite kickers, but dude, go for it. You're not going to have anything to lose. Field position will still be okay. You got to go for it in these situations.
They're going to run it. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Illinois came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Champaign had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but it certainly could have been worse. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The shot that clears will send out the punt unit. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First play of the drive comes from the 41. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. He's got it again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dan.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Fleming. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Took a shot as he threw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Keeps it on the bootleg. Getting some heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. And the Chanticleers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Keeps the legs moving. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's loose. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great, and as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's in for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let...
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Out of the backfield, he's open. Gets away from one, finds some space. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Smith. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He makes the connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Slips a tackle. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They're trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Taking it the other way. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The shot that clears will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Line gets set, 1st down. Running back goes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Still on his feet at the 40. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. The give from the gun. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
And I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down. And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score, and he burrows his way into the end zone.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they could block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 15 over the Sharks. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's Fleming. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple of minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
And that's another shot to clear.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the shot that clears will hustle to the line.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Fleming. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. This is a 3rd and long. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires to the wideout. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The tight end gets the handoff on 3rd and short. You don't see that every day. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. The inside handoff. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. On the ground, going for the 1st down with the give to the tight end. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that 3rd down. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Touch pass on the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw. It's Gibbs. Fires to the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They had to have it, and they got it. A touchdown late in this game.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.